Hello children, welcome to the first module. I hope you all are safe at home. Today we are going to start our third chapter, that is atoms and molecules. Everything that we see and feel around us are termed as matter. We know that matter is classified into three types. Children, what are the classification of matter? Yes, matter is classified into solid, liquid and gas. But have you ever thought about what the matter around could be made up of? Many people had made some attempts to answer this question. Here are some philosophies and theories based on this concept. Recorded evidence suggests around 500 BC, an Indian philosopher named Maharishi Kanath forwarded a concept. His curiosity about components of matter made him put forward this idea. He suggested that when we divide the matter into tiniest particles, ultimately we reach a stage when the matter cannot be divided further. These particles which cannot be divided further is called matter. The matter is called Padarth in the Indian language, and he named the particle as Paramanu. On the similar way, another Indian philosopher named Pakuta Katyayama made slight modification in Maharishi Kanath's work. He was suggested that such indivisible particles come in different combinations to make up different kinds of matter. Around the same era, two Greek philosophers also suggested the same concept, and the two personalities were Democritus and Leucippus. They also postulated if we divide the matter continuously, then we reach a stage where it cannot be divided further. These indivisible particles thus makes up the complete particle. Democritus called these particles as atoms, meaning indivisible. All this concept was based on philosophical considerations and not much experimental work. At the end of the 18th century, few scientists could prove these suggestions correct. But they not only discovered research about the atoms, but also suggested the basic difference between elements and compounds, and naturally become interested in finding out how and why elements combine and what happens when a chemical reaction takes place, or what will happen when two elements combine together. These chemical reactions are governed by few important laws, and these laws are understood and accepted widely, which was suggested by Antony L. Lavoisier. The two important laws of chemical combination are, first one is law of conservation of mass, and second one law of constant proportion or law of definite proportion. Children, in the next video we will learn about the law of conservation of mass.